10 habits that made me a millionaire by 30, coming up. First video, go easy on me, but I'm going to share with you the 10 habits, the 10 things I did to make me a success. Now, other people online might have done something way better, I don't know, but I'm going to share with you right now. My 10, okay? And make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to share with you a piece of content that might help you push forward. Hey, it's Staley here, and I'm going to help you become your best self and live your best life. But before we get started, can you do me a big favor, please? Just give the video a thumbs up, it makes a big difference. Thank you. Remember, these are 10 reasons on how I did it, what worked for me. Now, there'll be people out there in the world, I'm sure, that are better than me, did it faster, did it in their own way, which is great. But I was just a kid with no experience. I had no one to turn to for help. I did it all off my own back with £53 in the bank. That's what I started with. Number 1 is discipline. Discipline. So you don't even got a choice, you just do it. And also you should want to do it. Like, you should be building a business on your passion. But I'll give you an example of my discipline. You might think this is crazy. Young kid going on a night out, everyone would be coming back to my house at the end of the night to play on. Back then it was Pro Evolution soccer tournaments, not FIFA. Pro Evo was the better game. And we'd all pile back about 2 o'clock after the nightclub closes, and I'd have a computer set up in my lounge at home, and I'd be working from 2 to maybe about 3:30 in the morning whilst the guys are playing football. But I got so used to being disciplined that it just became normal. And ultimately, I think you should really want to do it. And if you don't want to do it, then maybe entrepreneurship isn't for you. So yeah, I mean, if you just stick to it, like I said just then, if you can stick to a plan and keep doing it over and over and over, it'll become normal. And when your business is doing well, it's not an excuse for you to go off with your mates and go on the piss in a pub somewhere. It's not about that, it's about doubling down and working even harder as far as I'm concerned, and just going for it and going for it and going for it and going for it. And before you know it, the world will be changing around you. Your business will be changing, your lifestyle will be changing, and it gets really good, and it can get good really quickly. But yeah, just stay disciplined. It's extremely important. Okay, number 2, delusional belief. I was convinced I was going to be a multimillionaire, absolutely convinced. And when people spoke to me, they thought I was crazy. I'll give an example. I remember going to, no one would give me a loan to get a Ferrari when I was younger, obviously. I mean, when I look back, it just feels stupid even saying this, but I wanted to get a Ferrari. Didn't have much money, but no one would give me a loan, but I went to my bank to get a loan. And anyway, I did actually get the loan, but this point isn't about that. I remember driving back in my dad's car, my dad's little Peugeot 205, with a big smile on my face, knowing that I was going to be a millionaire and knowing I was going to get a Ferrari as a young kid. And I did, I got them. I gave myself a goal to get it within 2 years, and I got it after about 18 months of the business starting. But it was having that delusional belief. Just going back to delusional belief, you must believe in yourself. Like, if you've got people around you that's negative, brush them away. You don't have to like completely get rid of them out of your life, but don't even listen to them. Like, again, don't be rude, but just be so confident in yourself. You'll probably have family members. My dad, you know, I love my dad, but my dad said to me, Stephen, if you set up a business in this house, in my family house, I'm going to kick you out. So I had to set up the business without him knowing. And for the first, I lasted about 4 or 5 months, and he found out. I was literally tiptoeing to the couriers at 7 o'clock in the morning. They were turning up at my dad's house and opening the door on the latch, front door, dead quietly, because I was so worried he was going to hear upstairs and kick me out, basically. And he did kick me out in the end. He thought I was messing around. He didn't realise the internet was going to be this massive thing. And I was like, do you know how big the internet's going to be? And everyone was like asleep at the wheel. I was like, this is like a huge opportunity. But back then, things were different, let's just say that. Number 3, build strong teams. Okay, as much as you want to be the star of your business, which I'm sure you are, and the people that work for you are going to make or break it, pretty much. I know you are massively important because you are the visionary, you are the driving force behind it, but you need a good army of people, and you will always get unfortunately, you'll get loads of bad staff, and your job, or how I used to see it, my job, was to Well, obviously you need to keep everyone happy, but also you need to weed out any bad staff and get rid of them. One thing I used to do, for example, when my staff level was below 30, I used to know everyone's first, it's not rocket scientist, everyone's first name. I'd know a little bit about them. I wouldn't get too close to them, but I'd certainly be friendly with them. I'd walk up and walk around the office and sit down and talk to several members of staff. Young apprentices that we had doing data entry, I would sit with them and go, do you know how important your job is? You know, and make them feel good. But I generally meant this, you know, I wasn't lying. You know, what you're doing, you're keying that information in, and that's sending a product to that screen. Then the developers are going to be working on it. Then the content team are going to run it. Next minute, at the end of the day, that product you started working on this morning is going to be live on the website along with about 500 or 1,000 more products. And then the very next day, we could be selling a product in America, all because of the work that you did. And that's how important this job is. And it'd make them feel good, but it generally was important. You know, every single job is important in a business, and that's the sort of thing I used to do. So you build a strong team, but you also make everyone feel as good as around you as possible, and then they'll ultimately be happier and they'll work harder for you. Number 4, invest. And when by invest, I don't mean, you know, invest in the stock market or anything. Always invest in your business. Invest your time, invest the money, reinvest your money. Don't go out spending money on crap such as, I don't know, fancy holidays or clothes or any assets that are going to go down in value. No, you can do all that. There'll be a time you can do all that, maybe 3 years into the business. Just wait for a bit, put your head down, work, and just keep doing it over and over and over and over and over and over again. Every time you find something that works, just run with it, double down with it, and run. So yeah, the way I see it is, or the way I always see it is, imagine your business is like a fire, and you've just set a little fire up, and at the start it's a tiny little fire. It's just you probably in the company, or maybe you and a business partner, or maybe you and a business partner and one member of staff. And you've got a little fire going, and the fire's your business. And every time you put money into it, or you make a good move, or you buy a new asset for the business, you're chucking more wood onto the fire. And then obviously your aim is to bring the money in, chuck more wood onto the fire, more wood, until you're making a massive bonfire, and then your business is amazing. Number 5 is listen to the market. So listen to what your customers want, and build the company for your customers, for their needs. Because it's so easy to build a company for yourself because you're passionate about it and stuff, but ultimately you're not building it for yourself, you're building it for them. And if you can build the company and deliver the solution that they're looking for, you're going to be way more successful, you're going to be happier, and the business is going to be bigger and more successful. Yeah. The way to do that, obviously, you could probably make your contacts online, but what I did was jump on a plane and go to the biggest video game show in the world, which was at Gamescom in Germany, and I'd meet people out there. And when you meet people face to face, it's so much better. You build a connection, you build chemistry together, and next minute they're giving you the best prices, because these companies, they always have more than one price list. And if you don't know them, they'll give you the crap price list, let's be honest. But if you get to know them really well and they like you, they're going to give you access to the best prices. And you could probably say that in any industry, but it is your connection with the people, and that's just being a genuinely nice person and getting on with someone. Not being fake, just genuinely. You know, you want them to succeed, they want you to succeed, because if you both succeed, you're both gonna make more money, aren't you? Number 6, avoid debt. Now, I admit there'll be some people that will disagree with this, but I'm just telling you what I did, and I wouldn't have a loan no matter what. No matter what, no loan. If I wanted to buy anything, I had to save the cash for it first. In the lifestyle, for the business, anything at all, I wasn't getting a loan for anything. There was one time I got a loan, and that was for a mortgage, for a house. But other than that, I was completely against it. Now, again, that was just what I did. And my reasoning was because I thought if my business was strong enough, if my business plan was strong enough, I shouldn't have to get a loan. And I'll find a way to raise funds another way. Number 5? No. Number 7, utilise tax deductions. Now this one is a no-brainer, admittedly. Go find yourself a really good accountant. Go maybe interview 5 of them and ask them questions. What can you do to save the money? It'd be so interesting to see what they say, because some accountants will do the bare minimum for you. The bare minimum, and then you'll come across an account and you go, oh, this one's different. They're going to save me £3,000 here, £2,000 here, £5,000 for that. Oh, they've saved me some tax on my warehouse that I didn't even know I could claim for. And literally some accountants don't know and some do. Like I said, I'd literally let them know what your business is and say, how can you save me money? And just show them everything to do with your business. It's something that shouldn't be overlooked. Number 8 is execute. Execute like there's no tomorrow. Literally no tomorrow. For example, if you have something that needs to be done, do it straight away. Don't be one of them people that says, oh, I'll do that in the morning. No, if you can do it right now, just do it straight away. And just being relentless with execution, moving forward all the time. Like literally making the most use of every second you've got. Get to the end of the day and go, did I make the most of today? And if you didn't, try and find a way to make it better tomorrow. Try and not make a mistake. Did you waste an hour on social media? What for? No. Don't even spend a minute on social media. Like, it's a waste of time unless you're dropping content or something. It's literally a waste. Just cut all your mistakes out and execute on your business all the time. Number 9 is work hard. I am a believer of working hard. Some people aren't, I am. Typically, I'd get up in the morning and I'd work all the way through tonight till 2 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes 4 o'clock if I needed to speak to China. Normally, 2 o'clock, I'd maybe get 4 hours sleep in the week. The weekend, obviously, I had a little bit more sleep. But the weekend, I'd still work 10 hours a day. It wasn't like I didn't want to do it. I wanted to do it. I wanted to achieve these things. I wanted to see how the world would change. I couldn't wait. You know, it's obvious, really. When your business grows and it gets a bit bigger and you've got staff, etc., you can be a bit smart with your time. You should really be enjoying it. And if you're not, you've got to ask yourself why you're not enjoying it. Is it for you? And number 10, be a visionary. You need to know where you're going, don't you? So what I used to do, for example, I'd build the future. I'd always imagine where I'd want to get to. Like, where's the best case scenario for me in the future? Okay, I want a business with millions of customers. All right, I'm going to do that. You know, and I'd work backwards until I got back to where I was now, and it'd just be me in a house running a business. Like, how am I going to get over there? And then every day I'd walk towards that goal. Every single day I'd be doing something to get me closer to where I want to get to. And that's the best way to predict the future, is to create it. You have to just know that you will get there, and you're just working it every day, little baby steps to get to a destination that every so often you will have some days, you know, where you're feeling a bit burnt out, down, or lack of progress, or maybe to some extent less motivated than other days. So what I used to do was I had a wallpaper on my desktop on my PC, and it would have something. It was my treat basically, which the first treat that I bought myself was the Ferrari. So I'd have that on my desktop, and every day I'd wake up and it'd pop up on my screen, and it'd remind me straight away, that's why I'm doing this, that's why I'm working hard. And I'd just blast the day out. The next day I'd see the same picture, oh yeah, and it'd get closer and closer to me, and then you'd buy it, and then as soon as I bought it, I'd change my wallpaper to something else. The drive, the passion, the vision, the patience, the strategy, execution, it all comes together, and you just go after what you want, and you don't stop. You don't stop until you get it. And you know, earlier in the video I said there'll be a bit of bonus content at the end. Well, here it is, okay? My bonus piece of content is, it's okay to fail, okay? Now, loads of people don't try. You won't believe the amount of people I've heard of having a great business idea or said they're going to do something and never did it. Now, that's a crime, I think. Failure is fine. Look, at the end of the day, most people that are successful have failed at something at some point. Now, I was very lucky my first business was a success, but I did things after my first business that weren't that successful. So we all have failures, it's okay. It's okay. Right, I'm new to YouTube, but that's my first video done. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe.